Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo, and welcome back to the bird section. Oh, all right. Y'all already know what it is. It's the day after the win against the Minnesota Vikings. You know, listen, Jalen did his thing. I mean, that's the best way I could put it. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts went 19 for 23 with 326 yards passing, three touchdowns, completion percentage of 82.6 and a perfect passer rating of quarterback QB rating of 158.3. So my man was throwing it out there. You know, Saquon had 18 touches for 44 yards, so we got to fix that. There's something, and I still don't believe it's Saquon. I believe it has something to do with the way the offensive line is being used. So we'll get to that. Tank Bigsby, he had one carry for 11 yards. Devontae Smith had he was targeted 11 times, had 9 catches for 183 yards. AJ had 4 catches for 121 yards. Devontae had a touchdown, and AJ had 2 touchdowns. So overall, like from a and Dallas had 3 catches for 18 yards. So, overall, from a receiving perspective, I think the guys did really, really well. Jake Elliott had a couple of field goals there too to add the boot. So, offensively it was good. Again, I would like to see more from the running game in terms of how the offensive line is being used, particularly with pulling and whatnot from our guards and our tackles. Shout out to the defense. I mean, god damn. Defense did its thing, played its best. Uh Justin Jefferson was targeted 10 times, and he only had 5 catches for 79 yards. So shout out to Quinyon Mitchell, Quintanamo Bay. Jordan Addison had 9 catches for 128 yards. Neither one of them scored. Um, Jordan Mason, he had 15 touches for 57 yards. So overall, our defense, was a lot better. TJ Hawkinson had 6 catches for 43 yards. Who else? Jordan Addison, Adam Thielen, he only had 1 catch for 10 yards. So I thought, like Carson was out there throwing the ball to everybody. Listen, Oliver had a catch, the tight end. The fullback had a catch, and another running back, Scott, had a catch. So I mean, Carson was out there throwing the hell out of that ball to everybody. But and again, Carson was 26 for 42 for 313 yards. He had a QB rating of 64.9. So it was a rough day. It was a rough day out there at the job for Carson Wentz, but we already knew that was going to be the case. The thing is that what up, EJB? What's good? All is well, bro. And listen, while y'all in here, please hit the like and subscribe button for your boy. That's like my tip jar. I need that. But I thought that this was a test, a good test that defensively the guys showed up for. I mean, the offense was stagnant at a lot of points because the defense kept getting them the ball back, and then the offense would go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So I need to see a little bit more creativity in terms of the play calling on offense. Kevin Patullo did a better job than in previous weeks, but I want more, and I need consistency too. I need to see that as well. I want to see, and listen, it's official. We have now started Giants Hate Week. I was on another show yesterday, and I told them that I think the Giants are the better team. Why do I think the Giants are the better team? Because they just beat us. So officially, on paper, they are the better team. On paper, on as far as the standing goes. We get to the good news is we get to correct this next Sunday. This Sunday coming up, okay? And then we'll be the better team. I know for sure we're the better team, but we have to start acting like it, and that's what our problem is. So again, do we got a lot of things that we need to fix? Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to reintroducing ourselves to Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. That should be fun. So I'm looking forward to doing that. You know, but I'm also anticipating a win. Especially since that's going to be in Philadelphia. We might have looked past New York the last game, but not anymore. Not anymore. So looking forward to see how that works out. And then also let's talk about Dallas and Washington right now. They played yesterday, and Dallas beat the brakes off of Washington. I think it was like 44-22 or some shit like that. It was crazy. It was a belt to ass. We don't need to hate the Giants. We're about to was that ass. You ain't never lied, Linda. You ain't never lied. But let me get to this real quick, Linda, because I think you should hear this too. Yesterday, the Cowboys beat the what up, bro? How are you? Happy Monday. Tell Mark Holmes that I'm a big fan. Will do, Clay. But listen, speaking of which, so yesterday I'm on Mark's show, and Mark asked me, him and Lloyd, they asked me, what do you think of the Giants? What do you think of the Cowboys in terms of their offense? And it was because George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb was doing their thing. Javonte Williams was doing his thing. Even Fergalicious got involved. You know what I'm saying? So what they were wanting to hear is they were wanting to hear me tell them that the Dallas Cowboys are a very dangerous team, and that they're going to, and I kept asking, well, what does this all mean? Like, where are you going with this? Are you saying you guys are going to the Super Bowl? Are you going to the playoffs? And they didn't want to commit to that, but they just wanted to hear me say that they're dangerous. Look here, money. Okay, you're dangerous. So are we. You know what I'm saying? And all these stats, they're going back. Linda, these Cowboy fans, they're going back into the whole regular season stat thing. That's where they're making their bones there. This team is I believe they're a 3-win team with 3 losses and a tie. And what they're doing is they're telling us that Dak Prescott is now a league MVP contender. Yes, I mean they do. And they also think that Dak Prescott is an MVP contender this year, even though the record is so this is like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about, silly season. I don't think I thought, it don't get old for them. It don't get old. Hurts had only perfect rating of any quarterback this year. I know, I saw that. They are clearly delusional. Let them hold that. Even though the Eagles played well yesterday, I can still say we still have some things to work on. Long way to go for playoff football. You ain't never lied, Linda, and that's my point. You listen to the way Mark and them talk, boy. You swear listen to them talk the way they was talking to me. Like I told them that I thought their offense was has the potential to be as potent as ours. And they're like, potential is more potent than yours now. No. I get you guys got some good numbers, but you've only got 7 games. You need consistency. They beat a Commanders team with no receivers. I know, and clearly think that they're going listen, y'all. They really think that Dak Prescott is an MVP contender this year, and that they're probably going to the playoffs. I shit you not. Go check the tape. Go check the film from yesterday. That's exactly how they was talking to me. Not impressed. It's still McKee season. Not impressed. It's still McKee season. Niners all day, 5 times. Okay, so here's what that means, right? No one who saw or knows this team, who saw what they saw yesterday, or knows this team, thinks that. So Niners all day, like, stop. That's not a, like, we know you're manufacturing controversy. So you could just stop with that. Washington clearly has a questionable secondary. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know what I'm saying? And listen, Niners all day. I don't need you to be impressed. All I need is that record. We're 5-2. That's all I care about. Imani Bentley, go Birds. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never lied. Let me start showing these. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't been doing this. Yeah. I need to show y'all what people been writing. Okay, there we go. So Linda, there's your thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm up here burning it down right now. But I'm telling y'all, I think we're gonna reintroduce ourselves to Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. Like what you saw and the way they're playing and everything, that's entirely our fault. We turned them into believers, because they went in on us. Retro. Retro says MVP candidate, maybe. Playoffs, a 50-50 chance. Super Bowl, don't make me laugh in my Shao Kahn voice. Shao Kahn and his Shao Kahn voice. Okay. MVP can't. Oh no, man. I'm not feeling Dak in that way. You know what? I tell you what, Retro. Here's the thing, right? And this is what I think. I'll be remiss if I'm just going to say I feel like I'm speaking for Linda, right? And all the other Bird fans in here. All right. you want did Howie lose a bet? Why the hell he's sticking with Ringo and Jackson? I don't know. I mean, but listen, I feel like, well, what I feel like is that, wait a minute, the Broncos got and Cardinals, I think they both lose. Okay. Niners all, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's see. Glad you got some confidence from that game at Retro and Cowboys. You guys deserve it. Still a lot of work. Please. Thoughts on BG making a comeback? You know what? It can't hurt. It can't hurt. It really can't. But I'll say this though. You know what I'm saying? Guys are going to start getting healthy again. Like, loved seeing Nakobe Dean with that tackle for loss he had yesterday. Putting Jihad Campbell on the edge. You know what I'm saying? That looked good. Jalen Hunt doing his thing. Moro Jomo. I believe Uche. I know somebody got hurt, I believe, but they'll be back. Me Metal Mike, thoughts on agree at Linda. We need to sign D needed. Leo, thoughts on the Momo baptism? Oh man. All right. So here are my thoughts on the Momo baptism. I'm disappointed in all y'all. I'm disappointed in y'all. I don't think y'all did belt to ass enough. I don't think y'all went in on him hard enough with all the shit that he was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I like, it was not belt to ass for real. Not like I thought it should have been. Not like it could have been. So I just want y'all to know that. Like, nope. Nope. Okay, so just to keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't think that y'all took it to Momo like y'all should have, especially with the way he was talking shit. So, but I tried to egg it on as best I could. You know what I'm saying? I tried. I thought you guys had a good game. Thanks, man. Momo just like attrition, don't know shit about no players on his team. Hamid. Hamid. And the crazy part is that they got some serious issues now. Dorrance Armstrong is done for the season. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know, like it looks like Jaden Daniels escaped serious injury, but you know what I'm saying? And all of his rants and stuff like that, Momo doesn't even tell y'all any of that shit. He doesn't give you updates on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, Momo, you know, Dorrance Armstrong just tore his ACL. You're not gonna say nothing about that. You're not gonna you're not gonna report that to the rest of your brethren. You know what I'm saying? Your fan base. You know, like, what are you doing? So that tells you right there. Stafford looked dangerous on the field throwing darts. Yes, he did. Which is why I'm glad we got ours. We'll probably have to see it. Look at our schedule. We probably gonna have to. Everyone will have to see in the playoffs. We probably played during the regular season, including the Super Bowl. There's a chance that if we go to the Super Bowl, our opponent that we see in the Super Bowl, we played during the all season, during the regular season. There's a very good chance that will happen. So, you know, Jags got hearts taken yesterday. Hey, listen, it's what we needed. I like that. It makes they were riding a serious high. Okay, they were riding a very serious high, and then they got brought back down to earth. So you know what I'm saying, there you go. So the Leo is right. Aaron Rodgers and Flacco are bad. Stafford are bad white dudes. You ain't never lied, bro. Those some bad white boys. They're not the ones you want, my man. Them not the ones you want. You know what I'm saying? They will fuck up your whole season. Like if you don't need to get a win in order to get into the playoffs and have to play one of them. They're gonna fuck it up for you. Okay. And they're not scared. You know what I'm saying? Leo, the line struggles are compounded by opponents stacking the box against Barkley, leading to penetration at the line of scrimmage. That prevents Barkley from getting momentum. We have to fix it. Yes, though, boy. I said you don't really see a lot of run plays where you know you got the guards and the tackles actually pulling like they were last year. And because you don't see now what you see them doing is blocking at the line of scrimmage and hoping that you know Saquon breaks one through from that point. But that's not how it works, man. So I like that. The backup running back had. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Baker Mayfield is also bad. Yes, Baker Mayfield is no punk. The backup running back in 10 yards, his first run. Why didn't we go back to him? You talking about AJ Dillon, I believe. 100%. Okay. Who you got tonight on Lions Buccaneers? Man, I'm going with. I really think that the Lions are probably going to end up pulling this out, but there's a very good chance that if Emeka can go, then Baker with a toy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. As an Eagle fan, I'm pulling for the Lions tonight. Okay, dope boy, got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said the same thing. I said the Lions, but like Baker be doing some Baker shit, you know what I'm saying? So where is Momo at? That was bad yesterday for Washington. Philly can. Philly can. Listen, bro. These like the I'm so disappointed in the Cowboys fan base from yesterday. They didn't really take it to Momo. Ask Jesse. Ask Jesse Montanez. He was there he's a Cowboy. He's a Giants fan. He could tell you we just sat there. And I tried to get shit started, but you know what I'm saying? Thomas Garrett went in on him a little bit. I had to remind Thomas. He said you was on steroids. So, what the hell is up with Ringo? We talked about how good he possibly proved everyone wrong. Here's the thing. Keeley, it's circumstances now. That's what's keeping him here. It's the fact that he's a year two person. He's a year two in the Vic Fangio experiment. That's the problem. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? We only have 11. We don't have that many guys. We got 11, I think, who are there who are year two people. So just give it some time. I think the defense is just going to start to heat up some more. Momo just here for attention. He doesn't know any stats or nothing. Hamid, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about his intentions, but I do know this though. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really give you a whole lot in terms of information on the team, on the individual players and stuff like that. And I told him that, like, Momo, start talking about your squad. You know what I'm saying? Start doing that. You run it back with CJ Gardner Johnson. I would. I wouldn't be opposed to it. But see, there's something about CJ, and I don't know what it is, and I'm not confirming this or anything like that, but I just think that there's something about him. He rubs people wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. What you want me to really do? Scare the shit out of everyone? You all don't want me to go on O mode. Yo, that was dope what you did yesterday, dog. For real. Ringo can't bend to get his hips around the guard against the double move. He has speed and athleticism, just don't have loose hips. Yeah, Linda. They've been saying that since last year. Fangio should keep Nakobe playing the running game and use Jihad Campbell as a pass rusher. Doughboy, I said they was gonna move him into the edge. Yeah. That's to see. Look, we've been trying to figure out before this even was a thing or whatever. We were trying to figure out ways in which we can get Jihad, Nakobe, and Zach Bond on the field at the same time. And there you have it. CJ and defensive back coach didn't get along. I heard that too, Hamid. Yeah, I heard that too. Should have done a song. Yeah. Jomo is proving to be solid. Yep. Logan, what up, dog? You know what I'm saying? It's the day after, so we trying to get Linda's right though. It's really no hate week. I mean, all I want to do is I just want to get my lick back after what happened a couple of weeks ago with the Giants. I'm just not, I'm not up for it. I'm just not up for it. I just want to see us get our lip back. You know what I'm saying, and then call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Really, like that's what I really want to do. So we'll see. But look, y'all, I didn't want to I don't want to keep y'all here just to be keeping y'all here. I say my piece, and then I know y'all got stuff to do. So I'm gonna cut this one short right for now. I'll probably hop back on. You should try to get Philly 500 on the podcast. Actually, me and Philly 500 will probably, like, we've been going back and forth. We did something like a week or two ago, I believe. So I'm sure that we'll probably end up doing something else fairly soon. I've just been super crazy busy with everything that I got going on here. You mean to tell me Gilmore not better than Ringo? Hey, listen, no, I'm not saying that. I mean, I think Howie on the phone right now. Logan says I want to get revenge on the Giants. Yeah, I all I want, Logan, is I just want to get my lip back. That's it. I just want to get my lip back. Like to minimize the collateral damage from them beating us a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I really want. I just want to hurry up and get that out, to get that taste out of my mouth. Like really. After that, we go on the bye. You know what I'm saying? I like to go into the bye a winner. You know what I'm saying? And relatively healthy. And then guys putting this shit together. So we'll see. Momo is still crying. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? But I really think that you know, I just really want to, get to 6-2, you know what I'm saying, as fast as possible, shut it down for a little while, then come back, because we got a hell of a run coming up, y'all. After this bye week, shit. They gave up 33 points yesterday to the Broncos in the fourth quarter. Philly Cam, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how some people still got their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Logan says 6-2 would be nice. Yup. Yeah. Is that my man Marcus Blackman? Oh, what up, bro? What's good, man? Good to see you, man. I'm glad y'all came in. Listen, while y'all here, hook your boy up. Why don't y'all go ahead and hit that like button? You know what I mean? That would be really, really nice of you. Thank you very much. Please. All right. You know, like for real. I'm trying to, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to get to I want to get to 1,000 subscribers probably by the end of probably by the end of this month, and then I want to get to. I've been saying I'm gonna get to 10,000 by the end of the season. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I hit for you. I bet. And leave a comment. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, though, boy. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Marcus. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, y'all. Like I said, I wasn't gonna keep y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all any longer than I actually had to, because like I said, I just wanted to say what I needed to say. It's the day after. Y'all already know what it is. Come check back in with your boy sometime during the course of tonight's game. I'll probably go live. You know what I'm saying? Talk some shit. And we'll see what happened. A lot lately, I'll keep doing your sub and hit. Thank you, Retro. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the day. I'll see y'all later and catch you back here on the bird section. Oh, peace.